Welcome back to Crossroads. It looks like a flower shop in here, and that's because we have our floral expert with us this morning, Carolyn Smaller from Boutiques by Carolyn over in St. Paul. Hey, girlfriend, how you doing this morning?
I'm just doing great this morning, thank you.
Now, you brought some wonderful arrangements here, and I've stopped by your shop before, and it's always amazing to me how you put these arrangements together and the creativity that goes into each bouquet. And you said, oh, it's easy to do.
Oh, it's very easy to do. This takes a little time.
And I told her, if you want to show me how easy it is, you come on Crossroads, and we're going to put a bouquet together.
Right.
So what do we have here on the table, first of all? We're going to be putting together, because it's July, it's wedding season, you've got a lot of weddings going on. We're going to be putting together a wedding bouquet, right?
We're going to put together a wedding bouquet. I'm going to first start off with the Oriental lily. It's a beautiful lily. They come in white, red, or pink, and you can get some in orange or yellow. We also have the beautiful rose, and you know naturally roses come in every color that there is. And we're going to also put in the fragrant stephanotis, and this is a fragrant little bitty flower that is beautiful in bridal bouquets. So
okay, so how do we get started? Because I'm all thumbs when it comes to this kind of stuff.
So what we want to do first, we want to take a lily, get one that's nicely open.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a nice.
That's not a nicely open
here's
one.
Right
I see one right
there.
here that I want. Okay. So we've got our lily.
We've got our lily.
All right.
And then we're going to take a rose. And what we're basically going to do is just build a bouquet.
Okay.
This is going to be what is known as a hand wrap bouquet. Okay. And so you just kind of put it together whichever way you want.
So is this something that the bridesmaids would have?
The bride will be carrying this.
The bride will be carrying this,
or the bridesmaids, whatever. Okay. And you just put as many as you want together.
So how much is too much, Miss Carolyn? Because sometimes those brides come down the aisle and they got a whole flower shop in their hands.
I know it. I know it. Well, you kind of have to use your discretion.
Okay.
And a lot of times there are a lot of very great pictures that brides like to look at and like to say, well, I want mine to look just like that, or I want mine to be less than that. So whatever the bride is asking you to do, that's what you kind of try to do for her. And then we also have that little fragrant flower.
What is this again?
It's called the stephanotis. It's very fragrant. And I also brought pearls that can go right in the middle of them, and that helps decorate the bouquet.
So you can put pearls in the middle of the
yes,
bouquet to decorate?
And I'm going to show you how. I'm just going to set mine down for a minute. I brought some pearl pins here, and we're going to open these up, and you take the pearl pin, and let me show you with yours, and you just stick it right down the middle.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Watch out now, don't stick yourself.
Yeah, because you know I
usually will cut them off when I'm in my shop. I will take my clippers and just cut the
little sticky part off, because you know I'm a klutz and I will stick myself. Okay.
You have to be careful that don't go right in your eye.
Okay. And so you just stick these in here? Okay, and the pearl kind of does accentuate
yes, it does. Isn't that nice?
Okay,
the way it just kind of makes it stand out. So after you have your bouquet all formed the way you want it to be formed, and then we just, I'm going to get one more rose, because then I'm going to start wrapping mine.
So what do you usually wrap with?
You usually wrap with your green, your leaf green, and you wrap the bouquet right where you want it to.
Want them to hold it.
Want them to hold it.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a piece.
So this basically holds it in place.
This holds it in place. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to wrap it in some ribbon. And then we'll cut the bottom off about 4 inches, and that's what the bride will carry.
Now, Miss Carolyn, tell me this. How do you select good flowers? I had a girlfriend who got married. And by the time she walked down the aisle, her white roses were brown.
And you know that happens. What happens is that, you know, flowers are perishable.
Yeah.
Because they're fresh flowers. But on a normal basis, if the florist gets her flowers fresh, that shouldn't happen. If she keeps them in water, make sure they have a lot of preservative in the water, that should not happen. A lot of times the humidity in the air really does mess with flowers a lot. I did one wedding with these Oriental lilies. You can tell how beautiful they are. And by the time the wedding was going on, some of them had actually started turning yellow.
Wow.
Yeah. And I just got them the day before. So they're not supposed to do that. But things happen in life, especially with fresh flowers. So I have mine taped now.
Okay.
And I'm just going to cut this about a good 4 inches.
So do you cut it in diagonal, or you just...
Yeah. You just, when you're doing a wedding bouquet, you just cut this kind of straight across. Okay. My clippers.
Okay, so
put a little bit more in yours, but that's all right.
Well, they're going to have to hold mine tight because I didn't even tape it the right way. I don't
think. You didn't tape it right?
No.
Okay, all right. Okay. So after we get it cut.
Oh, this looks nice. I can see myself going back down the aisle.
Well, maybe. Maybe we're gonna give you a lily here.
Okay.
Something
make it a little bit more full.
Yeah. Look at how nice when you have your biggest, more prominent lilies in the front.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tape it for you.
Okay.
Because I don't want yours to fall apart.
Now, while we're taping, tell me about the 2 arrangements that you have here in the studio, because these would brighten up any home. And your flower shop is over on Selby Avenue, and Scott, our director, has some information about where people can find you. And these are some of the bouquets that you have over in your shop.
Right.
And you've got fresh flowers, and you're doing weddings, you're doing funerals, you're doing special occasions, anniversaries, and you have some wonderful selections there. And tell me about this one here.
Okay, that one there, we have blue irises, and irises that come blue, white, and yellow. And there again we have roses, and those you can get in any color. But the blue delphinium, that's the belladonna delphinium, and you can get that in blue, a lighter blue, purple, and white. Okay. And that is really a fragrant flower also.
So it'll smell up the whole house.
It'll smell up the house.
No need for the Glade plug-in. No. Your house will smell like red flowers.
And as for greenery, I have in there, I have the leather leaf, which is really popular.
Okay. Now tell me about the orange arrangement over here.
There again, we have another color rose. And we also have the beautiful Fuji mums, which I just really, really love. Those also come in a variety of colors. You can get them in white or yellow, pink, and this beautiful lilac color, I call it. And this are called the Caspia and, the tiger lily.
Oh, okay.
There's your tiger lily there in orange.
And is that fragrant as well?
Yes, all flowers that are fresh like that are very, very, very fragrant.
Now, I come over to your shop, I get something like this, I take it home, set it in the living room to brighten up the room. How long will that last? Oh,
that'll last you a good 7 to 10 days.
Okay, just keep it watered?
Just keep it watered. I also always give a little bucket of, a little packet of preservative that will keep it fresh. You just have to keep the water in there, put some preservative in it, and it'll stay fresh.
And you are doing that arrangement. It is so beautiful. And the one thing I love about Miss Carolyn, she's a beautiful person. Her whole family's at the shop. You've got the grandkids when you go in to see Miss Carolyn, the granddaughters working at the register, and you've got all
my daughters
and
everyone is always in there to help me out, which I really need all the help as much as I can sometimes to be able to satisfy all of our needs that I've been so blessed with.
Okay, and you know what? It's coming along good. I think
I'm going to take some of these pins right here.
Okay.
And
pin it together.
This together. I kind of,
Okay, so that'll wrap around the bottom so you won't see. Oh, it's like a camouflage. You don't know that stem's down there because you got a nice little ribbon.
Right.
Cool.
Right. And it's also very comforting for the bride to not have her hands on the.
Well, it is comforting for you to be here with me this morning. It's always good
so
to have someone
much.
like Miss Carolyn who's family. And thank you guys for being with us on today's show. And we will see you next weekend. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses.
Oh.